Now let us compare genotypic variation and phenotypic variation. First, genotypic variation refers to the genetic makeup of an organism, meaning the genes and alleles it carries. On the other hand, phenotypic variation refers to observable traits, meaning the physical appearance or characteristics we can see. In terms of nature, genotypic variation is not visible because it exists inside the genes, while phenotypic variation is visible because it shows outward traits. Genotypic variation is represented using letters such as double capital, capital and small, or double small combinations like both capital A, one capital A, and one small a, or both small a. Phenotypic variation is represented through physical traits such as tall or short. Genotypic variation is determined only by inherited genes. In contrast, phenotypic variation is determined by both genes and the environment. When we talk about change over time, genotypic variation usually remains constant throughout life. However, phenotypic variation can change, for example changes in weight or skin color due to environmental factors. As an example, genotypic variation can be shown as both capital T, one capital T and one small t, or both small t. Phenotypic variation would be the visible outcomes such as tall or short. Let us now understand this with some examples. For blood group, the genotypic variation involves different combinations of alleles inherited from parents. The phenotypic variation is the actual blood group that appears, such as type A, type B, type AB, or type O, based on the antigens present on red blood cells. In the case of eye color, the genotype consists of specific genetic instructions that control the production of melanin in the eye. The phenotype is the visible eye color, such as blue, green, light brown, or dark brown. For tongue rolling, the genotype depends on whether a person inherits the dominant allele for rolling or two recessive alleles. The phenotype is whether the person can roll their tongue into a tube shape or cannot. For earlobe attachment, the genotype determines whether a person has the dominant allele for free earlobes or recessive alleles for attached earlobes. The phenotype is whether the earlobes hang freely or are attached closely to the side of the head. It is important to note that some traits, like blood group, are controlled only by genes and show clear outcomes. However, other traits, such as eye color or tongue rolling, may be influenced by more than one gene or even slight environmental factors. This makes phenotypic variation more complex and not always a simple either-or situation.